Welcome back, Nanuet. I'm still Natalie.
And I'm still Sophia.
And we're still
Nice News.
So the school year's in full swing now.
In our case, senior year.
That is correct, my dear friend. Senior year. So what's been happening recently?
Well, the monster in my closet took my brother.
I mean, in school, Sophia.
Oh, yeah. Nanuet had its homecoming dance and took Nights Under Lights incredibly literal.
Good one, buddy.
Yeah. Nat, what did you think of homecoming?
Well, I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Literally, the lights were on.
Good one, buddy. But in all seriousness, homecoming was quite nice, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I would say. Dare I say, it was a bright idea.
Besides homecoming, something special happened recently.
National Missouri Day?
No, that's in January.
Just missed it.
Yeah. Nanuet's very own varsity volleyball player, Rachel Chan, hit 1,000 assists.
Oh, that's great! Let's hear more about it.
Hi, my name is Rachel Chan. I'm the first student in Nanuet history to reach 1,000 assists in volleyball. I'm a setter, so that means I would set the ball to a hitter and they would get a point off of it. So that means that I helped them reach that point. So I got technically like 1,000 points basically. I don't know how to explain an assist, but it's a really big accomplishment and it's like something that shows me that it's something I can't do without my team. Because an assist, you need other players to get that point for you. So it's really more like my team helped me get it, and it wasn't just me. So that's why I love volleyball, because it's a team sport, and I can always rely on my teammates to help me out.
Thanks, and congrats, Rachel. We're all proud of you.
They grow up so fast.
Well, anyways, the College Board has changed the grading scale for AP English classes, so let's ask Mark Salerno more about it.
Recently, AP and the College Board changed the rubrics for AP Lang, AP Lit, and a bunch of other classes. You can see originally it was a 9-point scale. It's now, instead of a 9-point scale, it's a 6-point scale, which in theory seems fine. You have upper echelon grades, you have meeting the standard, and then you have below standard, and then really areas you want to really try to avoid. But as you can tell, having more options really allows for more nuance, and the AP is now moving away from a holistic grading spectrum to a much more what they call an analytical. So now, in order to get the grades, it's contingent upon a series of scores. So they've got, if you've got a thesis, okay, that's a 1. And then if you've got development, that's on a scale of, well, essentially 0 to 4, 1 out of 4, and then they have 1 for sophistication, and that's also a single point as well. Now, the good news is this: everyone is going to get their point for the thesis. The development is going to be trickier because now instead of the teacher being able to tell, looking at Sophia's essay, okay, I like what you did here, they really have it broken out pretty concretely. 0 point, 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, or 4 points. It's becoming harder to get this point. The area that most English teachers have an issue with is not with the thesis, it's not even with the development, because that's what we're teaching anyway. It's this area right here. The concept of sophistication used to be from a writing and linguistic standpoint. You were elegant, you were insightful, you had real command of prose, and therefore, you could get the 8, and if you were really sophisticated, you might get the 9. Everything comes down to the middle. That you've got essentially an A-level response, you have an A-plus response, then you have an A/B+, and then it's precipitous drop-off, like right down to a C+, and then to the D. So there's fewer ways to score, which is problematic because there's not any English teacher who craves a analytic rubric. We tend to be well-trained on rewarding students for what they do well, under time constraints. In this last 40 minutes to write an essay. And the College Board attempted to add much more clarity, but in that same capacity, they've made it even harder to reach the 6. But I feel okay. I like what they're trying to do here. If I was a brand new AP teacher, this would be super useful, because then they really do articulate all the points you need. And as an early AP teacher, that's critical for them to feel confident in their grading. I just feel like it's going to keep some kids from getting the upper level grade, and that I don't know if that's the spirit of the test. Awesome, thanks, you're the best.
Enlightening. The new grading scale is weird, but hopefully it'll work out.
I agree. So life's been pretty crazy recently, right?
Yeah, the monster in my closet has
For legal reasons, we cannot discuss the monster in your closet on this show, but life has been pretty crazy because of college, right?
Oh, you bet.
I thought we'd share tips for some underclassmen nights. What do you think?
I think it's a great idea. I'll start. Get the Common App out of the way as soon as possible so you can focus on other stuff.
If anyone asks you for your home address and it looks sketchy, don't give it to them.
And I think that's enough advice from us. We're gonna wrap things up right here. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. So I was Sophia.
And I was Natalie.
And we were Nights News.